Welcome to Echoes of Time, your portal to the forgotten pages of history. We reveal the secrets that lie under the dust of centuries and tell the stories that never made it into the history books. Today, we prepare to delve into one of history's most guarded enigmas, the lost breeding secrets of ancient civilizations. Did advanced knowledge of genetics and selective breeding shape the societies of our ancestors in ways we've only begun to imagine? This episode pulls back the veil on practices so profound they were intentionally erased from conventional history, unveiling the forbidden Genesis. For millennia, humanity has looked back at the foundational advancements of early civilizations with a mixture of awe and bewilderment. How did societies, seemingly limited by rudimentary tools and a nascent understanding of the natural world, achieve such staggering leaps in agriculture, animal domestication, and even societal structure? Mainstream history often attributes these breakthroughs to slow, incremental progress, generations of trial and error refined through observation and empirical knowledge. Yet, scattered throughout the archaeological record and whispered in the cryptic passages of ancient texts are hints of something far more sophisticated, a knowledge of life itself that challenges our conventional understanding of the past. These aren't just stories of survival, but of deliberate, perhaps even revolutionary manipulation of the natural world. Our journey into this ancient mystery begins by examining the startling evidence that suggests a level of biological understanding far beyond simple observation. Consider the sophisticated agricultural techniques of the Sumerians, often credited with the dawn of civilization itself. Their cultivated crop varieties were unparalleled for their time, yielding an abundance that fueled the growth of the very first cities. How did a society thousands of years ago manage to develop such robust and productive strains of wheat, barley, and other staples? Was it merely patient cultivation or something more? The sheer scale and speed of these agricultural advancements, so crucial to supporting dense urban populations, provoke questions that simple farming techniques alone might struggle to answer. These were not just crops, they were the very bedrock upon which empires were built, sustaining populations that defied the expected limits of the era. The consistency and quality of these varieties suggest a profound understanding of how to select and propagate desirable traits. Across continents, ancient Egypt presents another fascinating case study, specifically in its meticulously documented animal husbandry. From the sacred bulls revered as living deities to the livestock that sustained their vast civilization, the Egyptians exhibited an extraordinary ability to manage and breed animals. Hieroglyphs and tomb paintings depict not only the daily life of shepherds and farmers, but also seem to hint at a systematic approach to enhancing specific qualities in their animals. Were these purely practical applications, focused on strength, yield, or temperament? Or did their selective breeding extend to the aesthetic, the symbolic, or even the ritualistic, influencing the very forms of their animal companions and sacred beasts? The sheer volume of documentation points to a highly organized system, a deliberate program of animal management that went beyond simple domestication for immediate use. Beyond the Fertile Crescent and the Nile, accounts from other ancient cultures like the enigmatic Olmec of Mesoamerica and the sophisticated Indus Valley civilization further hint at a deliberate manipulation of species. These were not just efforts for mere survival, but for cultural and even ritualistic purposes. What drove these societies to shape the flora and fauna around them in such specific ways? The Olmec, known for their colossal stone heads and advanced calendrical systems, appear to have influenced local plant species, turning wild growth into reliable food sources with unusual rapidity. Similarly, the Indus Valley civilization, with its meticulously planned cities and intricate drainage systems, might have possessed a similar biological mastery, though much of their script remains undeciphered, hinting at secrets yet to be revealed. These examples transcend the basic need for sustenance. They suggest an intention to mold nature to fit specific cultural ideals, perhaps even to imbue certain plants or animals with symbolic power. A recurring theme emerges when we scrutinize ancient texts and artifacts, the pervasive allusion to gifts from the gods or divine intervention when describing sudden, profound advancements in flora and fauna. Why do so many cultures attribute these biological breakthroughs to supernatural forces rather than systematic human effort? From the myths of grain given by deities to the stories of sacred animals with extraordinary attributes, this narrative permeates countless ancient societies. Was this simply a way to explain phenomena they didn't fully understand? Or a deliberate obfuscation, a metaphorical veil drawn over human achievements so advanced these seemed otherworldly? The very act of attributing these advancements to divine sources could, paradoxically, be an echo of a highly sophisticated yet human-driven intervention that was either too complex to explain to the masses or deliberately kept secret among an elite. These whispers of forbidden knowledge are not confined to grand narratives. They are etched into cryptic cuneiform tablets, subtly implied in enigmatic hieroglyphs, and preserved in forgotten oral traditions passed down through generations. These fragmented clues, when pieced together, paint a picture of an understanding of life that is unsettling in its potential implications. Cuneiform, the wedge-shaped script of Mesopotamia, contains agricultural records and observations that, upon deeper inspection, might reveal more than simple harvest reports. Hieroglyphs, often interpreted as religious or historical records, could hold coded information about biological processes, and the oral traditions, dismissed by some as mere folklore, might be the last remaining conduits for knowledge deliberately excluded from formal written histories, knowledge deemed too powerful, too dangerous, or too sacred for common dissemination. The very notion of breeding secrets ignites a debate that stretches across multiple disciplines. On one side, many historians and archaeologists propose that these breeding secrets were nothing more than advanced empirical agriculture and animal domestication, refined over millennia through trial and error. This perspective suggests that ancient peoples, through patient observation and meticulous selection, gradually improved their crops and livestock. They learned which seeds produced the best yield, which animals were strongest or most docile, and passed this practical knowledge down. This systematic, though perhaps not scientifically articulated, process could indeed account for many of the advancements observed. It's a testament to human ingenuity and perseverance, emphasizing the power of accumulated practical knowledge over vast stretches of time. In this view, there's no need for exotic theories. Simply a recognition of our ancestors' profound connection to and understanding of their natural environment. However, a second, more controversial possibility suggests a deeper, more profound understanding. This theory posits that ancient elites possessed, or were guided by, knowledge of heredity and selection principles akin to early genetic engineering. Such knowledge would have allowed them to rapidly develop superior strains of plants and animals, far quicker than mere trial and error could achieve. Imagine the ability to predict and manipulate traits, not just observe them. This level of insight would have granted immense power, allowing for the rapid transformation of landscapes and food supplies. Furthermore, this theory extends to the unsettling possibility that this knowledge could have been applied to human lineages, influencing physical traits, intelligence, or even social roles. While concrete evidence for human genetic manipulation remains elusive and highly speculative, the idea challenges our perception of the intellectual capabilities of ancient civilizations and the extent of their biological control. The implications for societal structure and hierarchy would have been immense if certain lineages were indeed perceived to be selectively improved. A third, even more speculative theory points to interactions with extraterrestrial intelligence or long-lost terrestrial precursors. This perspective suggests that advanced beings, whether from beyond our world or from a forgotten pre-human civilization, provided blueprints or direct guidance for accelerating natural evolutionary processes. This could manifest as gifts from the gods, not metaphorical boons, but literal transfers of advanced biological knowledge or even technology. Proponents of this theory look to the rapid, seemingly inexplicable jumps in agricultural or animal development, arguing that such swift progress could not have arisen organically from the limited tool sets and observational science of the era. The sudden appearance of highly specialized crop varieties or animal breeds, particularly those that seem to have no direct wild ancestor, fuels this more audacious interpretation, inviting us to consider influences far beyond our current understanding of ancient human capabilities. As we delve into these compelling, often conflicting perspectives, we are forced to question what was truly possible with the limited tools of the past. Were the ancients simply brilliant empiricists, or did they possess a foundational understanding of biological principles that we are only now rediscovering? The distinction is crucial, for it reshapes our entire narrative of human development. If the latter is true, then vast swaths of human history might need to be reevaluated. The secrets might not just be forgotten techniques, but an entire paradigm of biological mastery deliberately omitted or lost to the annals of time. The challenge lies in interpreting the available evidence, the cuneiform, the hieroglyphs, the oral traditions, to discern between sophisticated observation and a profound, almost scientific manipulation of life. The very concept of forbidden knowledge implies an intentional suppression or loss, suggesting that these breeding secrets were not merely forgotten, but actively concealed. Who would have possessed such knowledge, and why would it be hidden? Perhaps it was deemed too sacred, too powerful, or too dangerous to be widely distributed, confined to an elite priesthood or a select group of rulers. The echoes of such suppression resonate throughout history, reminding us that knowledge, particularly that which grants control over life itself, is often guarded with extreme vigilance. The forbidden Genesis thus becomes more than just a theory about ancient agriculture. It hints at a profound power struggle, a deliberate shaping of history and knowledge itself. Our journey into the heart of this ancient mystery forces us to unearth the startling truths behind the forbidden Genesis. It compels us to look beyond the accepted narratives and confront the possibility that our ancestors wielded knowledge far more advanced than we previously imagined. Every discovery we make, every cryptic clue we uncover, serves as an echo of humanity's great, often untold history. What forbidden knowledge did our ancestors truly wield, and how might its rediscovery reshape our understanding of human history and our place within the grand tapestry of life itself? Join us on this ongoing exploration. Don't forget to subscribe to Echoes of Time and hit the notification bell so you never miss our historical explorations.